Man, I'm smoking on that super duper extra slumpio baby mama shit. I mix a little bit of that with that then you get that
Hostile dropping
hoo
into
hoo.
the area. Watch the skies.
Now my ass is
Yo, what is pop YouTube? It is your boy Madness and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to find your sense in Warzone. Today I just hopped into private mesh and I'm using speedball as a way to kind of help us and guide us through this video for today. So first of all, I am currently on my PC and this video is mainly for my console folks, but I am on my PC right now, so I just want to clear that up, and I'm gonna be showing you guys the different FOVs as well as, you know, just how it compares to have a certain sensitivity and how that matches up against that same sensitivity on PC. So I'm gonna be discussing all of that today. It's gonna be kind of a in-depth video, so let's just get straight into it because we do have a lot to talk about. So currently, what my sensitivity is right now, I am rocking a 14 and 14. And hey, it feels great. I've been using this for not too long, and honestly I've been enjoying it a lot. I've been able to do much better in Rebirth lately, and my movement feels a little bit better. Everything is, you know, just kind of crisp lately. So that's why I want to teach you guys on how to, you know, find your own sensitivity right now for now. So the thing that I be doing sometimes, I be on speedball, right? Speedball is gonna be your best friend, especially for those who has the full game. You know, since I have the full game, I be using speedball a lot. But if you do not, you know, I guess hopping into a lot of games and just hopping into the games and testing out your sense from there, it is, you know, doable. But the best method is going to private match and doing this yourself. So usually what I tend to do is I go to my settings, and then we have my horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity, and from here, you know, you want to sort of basically go down each level and go up from there and see what you feel most comfortable. I know for sure I'm not using 1 or 2, so I'm gonna start at medium 3, right? And let's see how this feels. And bro, as you guys can see, this is hella slow, but since my FOV is at 120, it may look faster right now. So let's put our FOV down real quick. So console FOV is 80, as we know, so that's why I put it at 80 right now. And look, this is how it would be like if you were on console. This literally is unplayable. So if you're on console, I mean, hey, props to you if you're playing like this. You must have the best aim ever. But if you guys are trying to use 3 and 3, I would not recommend it. You know, it's literally, you feel very limited to how much things you can do, how many things you can see in the map. You know, everything is just limited. So that's why you want to bump it up from here. Let's go to our controller settings. Let's try 4 and 4, right? From 4 and 4, this is where it's a little bit faster. You know, I have a little bit more control over my movement. I can do a little bit more things. And comparing that to 120 FOV, this is how it looks. And man, this feels really great, to be honest, compared to the 3-3 that we had. I'm able to move around way more. You know, I can have better aim when I'm aiming at someone. Like literally, if I aim at this box, you know, I'm not gonna be missing my shots. But say I start over here in my aim and I'm going towards that box, it'll be really slow. Like going here. See, that took some time to do that. So I still feel like I should get a higher sense. So let's go back and put it up another level. Let's try 5 and 5. Now 5 and 5, let's see if it solves our problem in dragging our aim. Yeah, it's a little bit faster, right? I tend to do this a lot. You know, I aim and then I see someone and I quickly drag my gun. So that's why I'm teaching you guys this little aiming method. So I aim at someone and then I look left or right. Yeah, this is much better. This has a better, you know, sensitivity, a little bit more faster if I want to look left and right. So my aim does feel a little bit crisper. And hey, 5-5 isn't that bad. You know, if I keep playing with this like this, if I keep running around the map like this, it doesn't feel too bad. Which is why I really want to, you know, urge you guys to do this. Go to speedball, test around your sensitivity on the map, you know, with your movement. Just keep doing slide cancels, bunny hops, and you'll, you know, get used to whatever you want. But 5-5 for me is still a bit slow. Let's see how it looks like on console. All right, back to 80 FOV. This is how it looks like 5-5, and I mean, bro, it does feel noticeably slower because you don't have that higher FOV to sort of make it seem like your sensitivity is faster. This looks way slower, so I would not recommend you doing this if you're on console. So let's keep it going. Now 6.6 is a sensitivity that a lot of pro players use. I know that Biffle, Swagg, Joe, a lot of them has used 6.6 in the past, and you know, it does come with a reason, and automatically I do feel a little bit more faster on the console FOV. I used 6.6 before on console. It isn't the worst thing in the world. Your aim is literally gonna be the most accurate in the world, but it doesn't really feel good when I'm moving around. So, you know, doing the little swaying action, doing the little dragging action that I told you guys, it isn't bad, right? You're a little bit faster. But comparing this to on 120 FOV, look, this feels really good now. 6.6, it feels really good because you have like this smoothness now to your movement. You can be, you know, running around pretty fast. You have pretty good aim now. Like, you know, everything is like a well-rounded corner with this sensitivity. So 6.6, it is a recommended sense for a lot of those who wants that, you know, smooth movement. You're not gonna be like crazy cracked. You're not gonna have like, you know, flashy movement or anything. But 6.6 is great for having that aim and smoothness in a way, I guess you can say. So now let's move it up. Let's go to 7.7. 7.7 is known as a high sense, and as we can feel right away, this does give you a little bit more, you know, cracked movement if you want to do some crazy YYs or whatever. You know, I'm not too big into that, but if you want to do all of that, you could. And as you can see, you know, you have some crazier movement now, and your aim isn't that bad as well. You know, you still have that fast movement and you have some good aim as well. Now, if you want to compare that on console, let's check it out. As we see on console, 7.7 is honestly a great alternative. This is my recommended low sense for you guys if you guys are on console. You know, 6.6 is great and all, but for console, you want to have 7.7 if you guys are trying to rock a low sensitivity. I don't specifically recommend having a low sense, but if you do want to be on the low sense wave and you're from console, I recommend 7.7 because it's not too slow. You still have a little bit more, you know, flexibility in your movement. So try it out and you might like it. Now I'm gonna skip 8 and 9 because 8 and 9, they're kind of similar. But when we get to the 10 is where it becomes really good, because 10 is where you're starting to approach high sensitivity territory, and this is where on console you're gonna feel way more cracked. Like, you literally feel like you're starting some G feel right before this. So it does feel great, you know, when you're doing your movement, when you're running around the map. You can have that good aim as well. You know, everything feels better, you know. So try it out. 1010 might be the one for you guys, and I know especially on, you know, console, this is a fan favorite. I used to use 1010 for a while, and you know, I did switch it up after that. But 1010 is a great, you know, middle ground between high sense and low sensitivity. Now let's try this on PC FOV. Now 1010 right away, yo, this feels so good to me. Like 1010, it is really fast, but you still have a little bit of accuracy. You still have a little bit more restraint when you're aiming compared to higher sense. You know, you can do a lot of 360s, you know, you can do some movement now, you have aim as well. But yeah, this feels great. 1010 is honestly a really good sensitivity, and you know, you can have some great aim as well. So 1010, it is really useful. It depends once again on you, how you feel. I personally want to keep going. Now moving on to 11 and 12, right? I'm gonna skip 11 because it is pretty similar to 12. 12 is where we see straight up, you know, high sense territory. This is literally where it becomes really fast. So as you can see, I can do like 2 360s in the air, maybe even 3 before a slide cancel. Like, it's literally if you're trying to play like a crackhead, and this is how I like it. I love it like this. You know, I'm still not even done. As you guys know, I play on 14 and 14, so this is not even my personal sense. But right away at 12 and 12, I already feel great. I feel like I'm starting to head towards what I like. And yeah, 12-12, the reason why people would like to use 12-12 sensitivity is if they want to quickly, you know, if they're moving around the map, you know, they see someone quickly bang bang and then this and that. Like, higher sense gives you a lot of visibility. You know, you can see more things on the same monitor. If you see someone over here, you could turn over here right away. You see way more things, especially with that FOV. And you know, if you want to segue into your console FOV, same thing. You know, it is slower on console FOV. You're not running as fast, but you know, you can quickly turn around more, and now you can see more things on your map than what you can see on lower sense. Because when you're on lower sense, you're gonna see certain things, and then by the time you're turning, you're probably gonna die or something. So having this higher sensitivity, you know, 12 and 12, you can just quickly turn around, see more things, and cover more visibility around you. So higher sensitivity is what I personally recommend if you're on console. 12 and 12, it is a great start heading towards that higher sense, so you can definitely try this out at the beginning and then move your way. Or now 13, and 13 is where you start getting to the very high mark, and this is when you can keep going up, right? The higher you go, you know, you're gonna be way faster. You know, literally now I'm at 16 and 16, and every little movement on my finger is being registered. Like literally every little shakiness that I'm doing is gonna be picked up, and this is what I like for console, because console, since you can't see many things, you want to have a higher sensitivity. If you see, oh bam, you know, it's so much better. You can be snappier, more you can be flashier. It is way better to have a higher sensitivity. And you know, to compare this on PC FOV, you become cracked at your mind, bro. Look at this. Literally, you know, you can do some crazy movement now. It is insane, and this just comes down to personal preference at this point. And you know, I want to stop here at 16 because you know, the higher you go, you can just imagine how much more insane your sensitivity will be. So you guys know I personally use 14 and 14. That's what I was telling you guys earlier. And the reason why I like using 14 and 14 is because, you know, I personally like the whole, you know, cracked movement, just being all over the place at once, you know, seeing many things at the same time. You know, I love that. And the reason why I have it at 14 though is because I don't want 2020 per se on PC, because 2020, it is sometimes uncontrollable. Definitely if you get used to it, then you know, you'll be great at it. But since I'm still trying to get used to PC FOV, since I came from console for so long, you know, having 14 and 14 is great because you have some accuracy still, but without having that crazy unsteadiness of 20 and 20, you know. So 14 and 14 is great, and I personally use 15 and 15 on console before I transition to PC. And 15 and 15, it is similar to 14 and 14 on PC. If you put one level down, you can kind of, you know, equal it to each other. You know, say you have a sensitivity of 15 and 15 on console, the equality to that on console would be about 14 or 13. So yeah, you know, me saying all these numbers and whatnot is not gonna help you guys. It's gonna help you if you actually go to speedball, turn on private match, and start practicing yourself. I recommend having realism mode on because it just looks great. You have nothing in your HUD, it's literally just you. You can just focus on your thing, avoid any distractions, and try to perfect your movement, your aim, especially if you're trying to go to higher sense and become a better player. So an example of what you can do to, you know, perfect your aim is, say we have these little targets over here. So you want to basically, you know, turn corners, you know, to go around these objects and try to hit your targets, right? Try to do bunny hops in between like this, and then try to hit your target. And if you see that you're consistently aiming there with no problem, then that sense is right for you. However, if you're using a higher sense and you keep aiming there and you're not actually aiming at your target, you might want to bump it down or you want to bump it up accordingly. So it all depends on what you can control, what you want to do with it, and how you personally feel with that sense, because it all comes down to feel. How are you feeling with that specific sense? So definitely try practicing, guys, and perfect your movement and aim by going on speedball, doing all types of things. I recommend perfecting slide canceling. It is basically where you press circle X, or if you're having different controls like what I use, bumper jumper, you want to slide twice and then you want to jump right after. So slide 1 2 and jump, like just like that. Slide 1 2 and jump, slide 1 2 and jump, slide 1 2 and jump, just like that. So that's one piece of movement you want to get down. Another one is bunny hopping and then aiming at a target, bunny hopping, aiming at a target. So you want to keep doing things like this just to basically get yourself used to your sense. And yeah, you'll be ready for a lot of things. You keep creating your own courses on speedball. Maybe you don't want to do bunny hops anymore, you can do something else, or you can just combine things. If you want to slide cancel to a bunny hop, so you can just make your own things and become a better player at the end of the day. So yeah, I feel like I've been rambling a lot. I want you guys to just go to speedball once again, move down your sensitivity, move it up as well. Maybe you could even find some kind of variabilities if you want to, for example, put your horizontal stick sensitivity higher than your vertical. You can definitely try that. You know, you will feel a difference, and it all comes down to personal preference once again. So just get on speedball. That's my biggest tip. Try to make your own courses on speedball. You know, maybe course 1 could be going from this blockade to the next one, but you got to make sure to do your slide cancels along your way there. And then after you get out of this blockade, You gotta aim at that target and try to shoot it. So yeah, there's many ways you can practice this, and I just want you guys to just get out there and practice and, you know, do your thing. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Other than that, I love you guys so much, and take care. Peace.